Hello Team Herbalife, Tim Hendricks here. You know, when I started age 23, active duty United States Marine, I'll never forget, 5 months into the business, I had great product results going, and I had the good fortune to hear this message by a gentleman that I was just meeting for the first time, world-renowned business philosopher Jim Rohn. And as I share this with you and we look at this clip, what it did for me was it got me believing that there was greatness within me. And Jim was showing us that we could start right where we were and step by step unlock this greatness. Let's hear this message that Jim shared with me.
Two things that you have to qualify for to be a good Herbalife distributor and represent these products well. And here are those two qualifications. Make the note. Number one, if you're impressed by the testimonials, if you've been impressed by the testimonials that you've heard from people that have used these products, and you have been impressed to the extent that you say, I must call some people I know and make sure they use these products, whether I join the company or not. If that was your impression when you heard the Herbalife testimonials, then you will make a splendid Herbalife distributor. Here's the next requirement to be a good Herbalife distributor, and that is willingness to go to work. Willingness to spend some of your time. I know some of you in this room may be part-time. Okay? You can be part-time because you can tell the story in little pieces of time. Before work, lunch hour, after work, weekends. Even though you have a full-time job, there's still plenty of time to tell the Herbalife story about these products. There's still plenty of time to tell the Herbalife story about the opportunity. It doesn't take much capital. It doesn't take much money. You can start where you are. If you're scared, we'll show you how to start scared. We'll show you how to hand someone a brochure and just run away. But we'll show you how to make sure your telephone number is on the brochure. So no matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter how young or how old you are, you can start right where you are.
So I heard Jim share those words and I thought, you know, I've got the product results. You know, I've got a couple hours a week. I don't have much. I was a full-time active duty Marine at the time hearing that message for the first time. But it spoke to me. And what it got me thinking was, you know, maybe with the product results and with a few hours a week, starting right where I was, one step at a time, getting better each time, maybe, just maybe, it was possible for me. And then I started thinking, but what do I go to work on specifically? I mean, I knew the basics of the business, but Jim was talking about for things to change, I had to change. For things to get better, I had to get better. And I started thinking, but in what ways do I get better? Remember, age 23, maybe just like you, I had never heard this concept of personal development before. So Jim was introducing this to me, and I thought, if I could just get a little list of what should I go home and go to work on? How should I go to work on Tim Hendricks? And this next clip, Jim answered those questions.
First note, we get paid for bringing value to the marketplace. Now, we not only need to learn this, we need to teach it to our children. They need to know that right away, here's how economics really works. We get paid for bringing value to the marketplace. Now, it takes time. It takes time to bring value to the marketplace. That's how all of these incomes started to be generated. Some people who, number one, understood the marketplace, that there was a need in the marketplace, and then they discovered that in order to take advantage of the opportunity, not only did Mark have to go to work on making Herbalife valuable, but these people had to go to work on making themselves valuable to the marketplace.
Wow, isn't that amazing? This is the first time in my life, maybe for you as well, that I really understood exactly what Jim just shared. When I heard that message from Jim, I got it, that we get paid for the value that we bring. And so now I knew what to do. I could go to work on myself. I could learn some new skills. It went from maybe this is possible to it is possible.
You got to show your people how to retail. Write these things down. You got to teach them how to do a meeting. You got to get them and show them how to do a training. You got to get them and you got to show them how to do conference calls. You got to show them how to do an organizational meeting.
After hearing Mark Hughes say those amazing words to me, I went from maybe this is possible to me, and then it is possible for me. And after hearing Mark, what was it, 1 minute, half a dozen things to focus on with your new distributors, I went, I know this is happening, right? If I could just work strong and be consistent and keep my focus on those half a dozen things that our founder and #1 distributor, Mark Hughes, laid out for us, I knew it was possible.